What's something you needed to hear from your father or men around you that you didn't realize was missing until you were grown?
Let's see this.
That's
This
something right
getting
there.
unfair right
Hey,
here.
well,
Looking back, something I needed to hear more from my father was his failures at manhood.
mm-hmm.
I think that would have, and I'm not even saying that he knew, because it took me forever to figure out how to be okay with explaining my
Right.
failures and not worry about contradicting the manhood image I've been
Yep.
putting out there. So I think it would be his failures, and then I would also say more specifically on trials and tribulations of him growing up and understanding his relationships with race.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't have to get hit upside the head with it. But I think my dad really believed that he was a man, and his the way he lived was, I think, what he wanted me to
To
emulate.
know, to see,
Right.
yeah.
And then the hardships, I don't think he expected me to ever notice
Right.
those. Right. And so I would just say, his growing up, how his failures when he first thought he was a man,
I
and
mean,
the way he lived his life.
I hear that. I like that because I when you said that,
Mm-hmm.
I never heard that from my father either. He never told me, and I would have,
Yeah.
you know, being grown now,
Yeah.
that would have been nice to hear that.
Absolutely.
Man, okay, that Joker went through that same thing too, and
Absolutely.
then it would have prompted probably more questions for me. Is like, well, what did you do?
Yeah.
Or how did you
Survive it.
get through
Yeah.
that? Because because I found out some stuff about some stuff my father went through when he was, in college, early 20s and stuff.
Right.
That
Right.
would have been like, man, because that is such a difficult time because you in that transition period from being
Figuring out.
what's traditionally like, okay, you're 18 now, you're a man,
Yeah.
where they start telling you
Yeah.
that you're a man, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Y'all still making food? What's for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
I'm living under you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, but yeah, absolutely. Just to, if I could have, because he told me that the main stuff, he told me that he loved me, he told me that he was proud of me, he told me that, he told me all of those things that, that touch you and inspire you and keep you going. But I also would have liked to hear how, why did you have to, how was it when you were raising
When you were
your
getting
brothers and
raised.
sisters, and you had to go to
Especially,
work, and
yeah.
some of those things that they had to do, that he had to do, and I don't know if he didn't tell me because it's like I didn't have to do that because I know that, because I think about that now and I'm like, man, did I tell I try to tell my kids like, hey, growing up, this is what I had to do, and it was like most like the house because my kids never really
Yeah.
had like we're on the washing dishes chores or the taking out, schedule where it was,
Right.
and I don't know why we didn't enforce that piece more, but just to hear about I guess some of those things that when he was growing, those stories about when he was growing up, some of those tough times, because I know that's they did because
Especially, yeah.
they did grow up in the segregation and
Yeah. The remnants
yeah, I mean
of
all of that
slavery,
super,
actually,
yeah,
because their grandparents were absolutely living
yep,
during that time. And you brought up something that's different about us. So my father was not the oldest. My father, I think, was the third youngest.
okay,
So his oldest brother, and oldest sister played more of a parent role than his actual parents.
okay.
And I don't mean that to be negative.
No, I mean that's just how it was.
Absolutely.
Though.
And
That's how it
so
was.
your dad, being the oldest, they had two different roles,
Yep.
you know, because my dad, he had admitted to me, well, he told me, I don't know if it was like he was testifying
Yeah.
or anything, but he admitted to me that, you know, he never really got to know his father because my dad was born in the early 40s, and his father passed away like in the 50s, early
Right.
50s, or mid 50s, give or take. And his mother, my grandmother, passed away in I think 72.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so my dad has admitted to me in the past that, you know, my Uncle Jerry, the oldest, and my Aunt Sarah, the oldest woman, they were his parents. They took on the role of being his parents. You know, not meaning his mother and father didn't talk to him, but like when his father came home from work, the living room was off limits to the kids because dad needed time to
From being at work.
absolutely, yeah, being pressured and ask 1,000 questions and relax because a couple hours,
Right.
got to get back at it again, you know. And then my grandmother, his mother, was active, but at the same time, even in leadership, when you can delegate and you're confident that the person you're delegating those roles to, you let them fly.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, yeah, and I think back in those days,
Yeah.
the kids took on more of those
Those
roles,
everyday roles.
everyday
Yeah.
roles of the house, and helping to raise the kids. I couldn't, Mackenzie, go
Yeah.
do, raise your, do whatever with your brother.
Raise my
Like, nigga, get out of here, It's
Don't
like,
ask me no
no.
questions. Go
Yeah,
handle
so
it. Yeah.
it's absolutely different times.